I'm Richard Hall, as always, and it doesn't look good for Inter this morning. Divorce, basically, in Gazzetta this morning. It says Conte and Inter are about to divorce. Now, this is because the club and the coach are very distant on transfer negotiations and how they're going to move forward. Apparently, Suning want to sell up to 70 to 100 million pounds worth of euros worth of players. At least one big player going, so that looks like the type of player like Lautaro or Lukaku. And in doing so, they also still insistent on this wage cut that they want the players to take. Now, Conte doesn't think that's possible for him to then go and win with this strategy one bit. Instead, at the very bare minimum, he apparently wants to keep the squad together. Maybe obviously replace players like Vidal and Kolarov with some youngsters, but at least to give them a chance to move forwad. So it's saying that this could happen within 48 hours that Conte could leave the club. Now that's, if we look here again, we go into the Corriere dello Sport, and again it's saying that Conte and Inter are ready to break away. It says, again, sales this time they're talking about 90 million and the wages cut, but the coach won't stand for it. He is now apparently back on Tottenham Hotspur's radar. After, also they've been wanting him for some time apparently. Again here, it's not mentioned too much in the main headline of Tutto Sport today because they've got something else to talk about, which we'll go to in a minute. I mean, this is a huge blow for Inter. If Inter have actually managed to win the Scudetto by such a points total, with a squad that is fantastic together, that works well together, and then to go and throw it all away in this way, I think there'll be some angry fans, to say the least, and Suning have made a real move here that's not, I don't know, it's difficult because obviously they have quotas to meet and bills to pay, but still, surely you think there could have been some other way. Let's see. Well, it's not over yet, but it looks like it could be for Inter. And dare we say Project Rebuild again? Not after the last 10 years. What of Juve then? Well, it's all looking a bit shiny for them in a different way because it looks like Allegri might be coming back now. Here in Gazzetta dello Sport, it says the contact with Allegri and Juve in a charity event. You can see the picture there. And this indicating once more that it looks as though that he's going to push to go to, well, Agnelli's going to push him to go towards them, although there's been contact apparently with Allegri with PSG and Real Madrid. Very much the manager merry-go-round this summer it will be. Again here, it talks of that meeting in Corriere dello Sport and in Tutto Sport as well. You can see that very much is the front headline there. There we go. Where it talks about Max is back, Paratici says goodbye, Allegri at the stadium again for a charity match raising funds for cancer research. An agreement is ready for him to come back. So, interesting stuff. Gattuso, should I say, he's now been appointed as Viola, Fiorentina coach. That could be a good appointment. Hopefully he'll have time and a bit of funds to work with there. Again, it's all over Corriere dello Sport here. Saying Fiorentina, Commisso announces the turning point. With Gattuso, we will win. A 2-year contract worth $2 million for the ex-Napoli coach, and Vlahovic will be the centre of the project, and he has had assurances that he will not be sold. Well, we've heard that before, so just let's watch out for that, and let's see how that goes. Just moving quickly back onto Juve, I meant to mention this beforehand. It talks here about obviously, Maignan comes in goal from Lille, a 5-year contract to Milan. Looks as though Donnarumma is on his way out, and it will be to Juve, although he is still in talks with Barcelona. This has been pushed all over. It says that Donnarumma's now said goodbye to Milan, and now there's Juve in Corriere dello Sport, and Tutto Sport also saying that it looks like Gigi will, well, basically they have a new Gigi. Not bad to go to the races with. So, we also have a running headline here that it's potential that Napoli, even though they dropped out of the Champions League, they were originally hoping to go for Max Allegri as well if they stayed into the Champions League, but they didn't. Looks as though Luciano Spalletti and Sergio Conceição may be the two people who they're looking for. Also here it turns to Juric, who leaves Hellas and goes to Torino. De Zerbi leaves Sassuolo and goes to Shakhtar. Yeah, it's quite an interesting. There's going to be a lot of changes with coaches this season. One coach who already did change, Jose Mourinho. He's saying to Zaniolo, "I'm counting on your help." Well, I need to get fit first. And that pretty much brings most of it to the conclusion. Interesting one just here in Tutto Sport, which I particularly like. Boga from Sassuolo is potentially going to Atalanta. That could go very much under the radar, and I'm sure we would be talking quite a lot about that next term. Okay, that's me for the papers. Ciao for now.